Hey everyone. All right, today we are diving in deep and we are talking about circumstances, why they don't matter, and how to use them to your benefit when you're manifesting your dream life, whether it's a specific person, someone new, money, whatever, all of the above. Stay tuned. Hi, everyone. My name is Kim Velez. I am a former trauma therapist, now turned transformation and manifestation coach, where I just keep working on me and leveling up my own self and life. And then I get the privilege of being able to support and facilitate other people's healing and transformation and their growth and manifesting their dream lives too. So if you don't know, I have a brand new freebie. It's called Be the CEO of Your Love Life. And I would love for you to download it. It has a workbook, journal prompts, and a meditation that I made just for you. And it's free, babe. So link is below. So speaking of being the CEO of your love life, this is why circumstances don't matter for many reasons. We know that it's a snapshot of time, meaning it's not the end scene. It's not the full picture. It's like when you open a book and you flip through it. Oh, look what book I just happen to have here. My Recreating Your Self-Concept and Love workbook. But it's like literally, I'm doing this. Oh, let me see here. Oh, okay. Well, the book's not done. I still have all of this. And all of this just went by. So it's understanding that when you open the book, the page you're seeing, the page you're reading is not the whole book. So it's the same thing with circumstances. They are merely a snapshot. They are not the end result. They are not the finale. The finale is when we expire out of the flesh body. Okay. That to me, that's when the finale is. And even then, is it really a finale? Because I don't know what happens after that. Okay. So we have to understand they are just a snapshot in time. It's not the full picture. And this is going back to what I was saying about when you're messing with the middle, or where the middle is where everything magical happens, is that lag time in between you deciding I want something different versus it crystallizing into your 3D reality. It isn't matter yet, right? So in that in between stage is where the circumstances are unfolding. But if you're judging them, if you're perceiving that this moment in time with this snapshot of this circumstance is a clear indicator I'm not going to get what I want, well, then that's what you're going to end up manifesting if that's what you dominantly believe and you keep affirming and assuming. And a lot of people do this. I had to break the pattern, and we're human. We're going to be triggered by 3D forever. It'll just look different for all of us when that happens, why that happens, and how long that happens. But the job is always the same. You go within and you do your inner work. You go within and you work on you. And a lot of you, and I get this feedback a lot when it comes to manifesting SPs, like, take a break, babe. If you're still the version of you that's overly affirming for them and you're needing them to be different, and you're not affirming to convince yourself of something different, you're not affirming to know a new story of you, you're not affirming to get yourself, your goddess self, in this centered state where she feels it's inevitable, she knows it's done, like all of that stuff that I talk about relentlessly on this channel. Take a break, because you're not going to get what you want with the way you've been doing it, because you're still the same you. Manifestation is an inside out job. That's why circumstances don't matter. The outside is after the effect. It's not before. So your only concern and worry and attention really needs to go to the inside. We can look at, when we're observing 3D, pay attention to you, what's happening with you. It's not about what's happening with them. It's what's happening with you. What's the meaning you're attaching? What's the assumption you're believing and buying into? Like, what is that first thought that happens? That's what an assumption is. It's like what you believe deeply, truly is happening, not what you want to happen. It's a big difference. So we're also manifesting from the inside out, right? This is why circumstances don't matter. We are manifesting. It's an inside job. It's you change your state. And if your state is distressed and feels not worthy and not good enough and broke and all these yucky things, well, then You want to work on changing the version of you that's who you used to be. And you want to become this different version, a version that knows she's wealthy, that knows she's provided for, that knows she's taken care of, that knows she's worthy, that knows what she wants is hers, that knows she's deserving. A lot of you don't know that. You may know that when you're not dealing with your specific person, but you don't know that when you're dealing with them. And you have to stop lying to yourself because it isn't working. If your way isn't working and you've been doing this for 6 months, 3 months, a year, 2 years, some of you 5 years, and nothing's changing and you still feel insecure and you still feel not good enough and you're still allowing 3D and circumstances to tell you the final story, well, then you need support, because I don't know why you're not getting the support, or maybe you have, but it isn't the right support, or you're just not ready for the right support. But it's about changing you, babe. And that's the only thing you measure is you. We don't measure on the outside. It's okay to notice and observe your 3D because we want to use that as information. What's happening in me when I see this? Or how did I manifest in this, my experience? Because I don't want to manifest this again, right? You can question, you can do self-discovery with that. Or you can just, you don't even have to do that. You can decide, okay, I manifested this and definitely don't want to experience this again. So who do I want to be and what do I want to have instead? So we also know that you need to persist. And so many people forget this piece. They do something for a couple weeks or a couple months and they're like, oh my God, it hasn't changed yet. It's not working. Well, no, this is the issue. It's you, what you're deciding and observing and assuming and declaring, right? So it's understanding where's your faith and persistence. And those of you that are struggling with that, and it's okay because been there, done that, right? All of us have at some point. It's really understanding, well, that's just the version of you that feels separate. You're not in the wish fulfilled if you aren't able to have faith and persist in what you want. And you're not believing that it's done. You don't trust in this. You don't know your power, and you probably don't know you're worthy to receive what you want, because if you did, then it would be easier for you to persist in faith. Where's your faith in the unseen? You have faith in the unseen when it isn't what you want. You will sit there and ruminate in your mind all these negative stories without any evidence in your 3D. And then, right, then you manifest and then you're like, oh, see? So have the same faith and persistent, but with something favorable for you, something favorable about you. And one of the things I do, if I ever manifest anything in that triggers me or is something new, and I'm like, whoa, where did this come from? And I feel triggered, right? I always go within. I don't look at the outside as, oh my God, this is the final solution. I know it's in the middle. And I say a lot of different things, whatever I need to say to make me be okay, make me move myself into a version of me that is not triggered, that is calm, that is trusting, that is in her power, that knows she's the creator of her reality and that anything can turn itself around. And some of the things that I love to say is, thank you for more favorable circumstances. Thank you for more favorable experiences. Thank you that more and more favorable conditions, circumstances, solutions, and experiences are on the way to me, because that gets me excited personally. Maybe not you, but I like that stuff because I'm like, I'm the creator of my reality. So I can manifest where I have an abundance of incredible, amazing, favorable circumstances happening all around me all the time. But so many of you are so caught up in this is happening now, therefore it is real and permanent forever. And that is not the truth. But you got to get out of your own way because you're the only one who can do it. But if you want to work with me, if you are ready to level up and dive in deep, baby, and really have the best year of your life, I have my coaching program where we meet 3 times a month. It's amazing. It's incredible. You also get access to any of my paid master classes and intensives that I'm doing, which I've been doing them regularly now for a couple of months, and I will keep doing them for, I don't know how long. I already have at least 4 months planned out. I may stop then, I don't know, but you're going to get access to all of them for free as long as you're enrolled. It is a 12-month commitment because it takes time when we're dealing, especially with self-concept and love and old identities that we've held on to. So we have a very safe space where we meet 3 times a month. We do subconscious and conscious programming. I do some really powerful hypnosis, powerful activations, powerful all things in there. The women in there are incredible and amazing. And if you feel called to it, link is below. You can definitely learn more. But you have to also trust and persist and remind yourself that if I'm waking up every day and my brain is working, then I'm going to do whatever it takes to move myself into a different version of me, to reprogram belief systems that are not supporting me, that are not what I want, that are not manifesting harmony and love and peace in my life and abundance, right? Fuck all that. You're here to overcome your shit so that you can get what you want. And I have done this many times myself, and I'm going to keep doing it because why else are we here? I don't choose to suffer. You don't have to choose to suffer either. Every thought you're thinking is a choice you're making to either continue thinking it or to replace it with something different. All right. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye.